Alright, this video is kind of to clarify about my last series, about my truck. I've been getting some questions about the wiring and how I did it and made it run so easily. Basically what I did is I went and I got a wiring diagram for my engine donor and my 86. And you're going to need a good wiring diagram for this. You're going to need like an EVTM Ford diagram, or you're going to need one from like Mitchell 1, the website, which is, I believe they call it Shopkey 5 by Snap-on as well, and or ALLDATA or something like that. The wiring diagrams in your Haynes manual aren't going to cut it for this kind of a swap. But basically what I did is I looked for the wires that went off the diagram, like things for like your coil pack or your coolant temp sensor, your throttle position sensor. Those stay between the computer and themselves. They don't have some kind of outside action, like they don't need to be hooked up to anything outside the computer harness, which means that you don't need to worry about it. All you need to look at are the connections that, and I haven't finished this up yet completely, but you've got to look for your connections that go into your cab, and you've got to say, what does this wire color do, and from your computer harness, and what is the wire color for the vehicle you're trying to put it in that does the same thing. And in most cases the wires are actually the same, but you don't want to guess and just hook the stuff up because you might end up screwing all sorts of stuff up. When I put this in here, I used a computer from a 91 4.0 Ranger manual transmission, and I used a wiring harness from a 93 Explorer. The 91 only uses, it uses one O2 sensor. That's the plug for it right there. The other one that was on the 93 is on the other side, but the pinouts for the computer, for the 91 computer, said that I could just hook up that one and leave the connector for the other side unhooked and nothing would happen. And it works. And the only code that I have for this setup is the code for my evap purge solenoid, because I couldn't find a good one, and the evap system still is kind of hooked up, well, kind of for now. And once I get a good evap solenoid to put in, they're expensive and I didn't feel like buying a new one, I'll have a functioning evap system and that code will go away. So the swap wasn't really all that complex. It was more do your homework and figure it out before you get halfway into it and say, oh crap, what do I do? A good practice would be to take your donor wiring harness and figure out where all the wires go before you even put a wrench to the truck to take the motor out, before you take your 2.9 out. So if there are any more in-depth questions that people want to know, that you guys want to know, ask. Bye.